mystery's journey from all over the world.
You're listening to Hollywood on Motorcycle Madhouse on iTunes and all major podcasting platforms.
And welcome to this segment of Motorcycle Madhouse. All you guys doing out there? Hey, let's not forget the gals. Today we got a very interesting experiment that I did. You know what? Experiment. I guess I was a little sneaky on this one. But you're going to see what I'm talking about. And, you know, maybe people didn't read this article. Maybe they did. And they still hold the supposed code to heart. You're going to get to see all the responses I put out. Basically what it was is I watched a video that Black Dragon did. Okay, for those who don't know Black Dragon, go over there, subscribe to his channel. You know, I found it a very interesting piece that he brought up and a lot to debate about. And I see, you know, as I put it up on some of the medians that we have with Insane Throttle Motorcycle Madhouse, that indeed it is a debate subject. But what I found was almost 100% say yes, you back a brother if they go to jail. But here's the catch. If they would have read the article, and again, this is something that is up for debate, personally, you'll hear my opinions about it. But, and I say but, what if they are convicted of, say, a sex crime? Being a chromo? Being a rat? Being a meth or heroin dealer? What do you think that you would do in that instance? Do you support him just because he wears one of your patches from a club? Very interesting, isn't it? So let's go take a look at this right now, shall we? Okay, guys, this is hooliganbiker.com. This is the Hooligan Syndicate page. This is where I give all my thoughts and give editorials on subjects that's happening in the biker scene. So let's get to today's, debate, if you will. It's the title of it. If I'm in a motorcycle club, should I support a motorcycle club member who goes to jail? Does it matter what the club brother did to go to jail? Okay, again, this is something I put out as, my point of view, because Black Dragon also did it. He was actually the first one that did this video, and it would be interesting if the other creators or the other radio show hosts put their 2 cents in on this subject. Really would love to see this debate. But anyway, it talks about me recently seeing the video. It talks about how Black Dragon concentrates on 99% motorcycle club protocol. And, he did that. Did I support club members who went to jail while I was in a motorcycle club? Now, that was a question that I answered yes and no. It all depends on what they went away for. And when you see the responses on our Facebook page, you're just going to tilt your head. Did these people read this article at all? Or is this code so unbreakable that they would support them anyway? Let's go. Now, I know people are going to say, quote, you're supposed to support a fellow club member no matter what. I call bullshit. The crime does matter to me, especially when it involves certain crimes. Crimes in which I will not support are chromos, meth dealing, and gun running. If a so-called brother committed any of those crimes, found guilty, and sentenced, they can rot in prison for all I care. Chromos I will never ever support. No matter who they are, chromo crimes are worse than rats in my book. Sex crimes are for the weak, trying to push their dominance on someone who cannot defend themselves. There is no worse crime than someone hurting a child. Now, you're going to tell me that when you see this, some of the responses, you're going to tell me that you're going to support somebody like that because they wore a club patch? Now, again, what I'm saying is they were charged and convicted and found guilty and then sentenced. Because everybody is innocent until proven guilty. But if you get somebody out there that is convicted, yeah, they can rot in jail if you're a chromo, man. Yeah, that's the weakest. That's not even human in my book, is if you mess with a child. Personally, I think they should, go hang them by the balls out in town squares, or either that, or let them in the room with the parents and let the parents go all above. It talks about that in there, and I also talk about how they should be pimped out inside the joint and make their life a living hell, because that's exactly what they put the women through and the kids through. Then I get into this article where it talks about meth and gun running. Those are other crimes I won't support. Meth dealing is nothing more than a low-life thing to do. I cannot stand meth. You could also include heroin dealers, which are on par with each other. I go on to talk about meth and heroin destroys not only the person doing the drug, but also the families of the users. And you know what? In many instances, many of these people that are using drugs have kids, so you're screwing them up. So this was on hooliganbiker.com. Again, this is where I'm doing all my editorials at. This is where I'm giving you my 2 cents. Go over there, check it out. I think you're really going to like it, because I get real down and dirty in this thing, and I just give it as real as I can. My thoughts, and you can comment and talk if you want. But let's go over to Insane Throttle's Facebook page. And here is the article. I posted it. And as you can see, if I'm in a motorcycle club, should I support motorcycle club member who goes to jail? There we go. So you just see, there was 3,500 people reached, 670 engaged in it, and that kind of pisses me off, because if you could tell to the right, we got over 51,000 people that follow it. But, Facebook, they want to make their coin, so they'll only show it to a few thousand people. Then after that, they want you to pay $20 to boost the post. Ain't happening with me. Anyway, you can see some thumbs up, some wows, some crying things. Let me see if I can load any more emojis here and see. Yeah, mostly thumbs up and stuff. So anyway, that's the question. Will you support your brother no matter what? And as you can see, yes, if they're not snitching, and as long as they are solid in the club, hey, you know what? That might be a good point. Harold, yes, you always support your solid brothers. Again, how they said solid, you can get with that type of answer. The next one, that's a stupid question. Really? If you read the article, it wouldn't be so stupid now, would it? Or if you're so much into the code, or you got to support your brother no matter what, now you just found out, hey, your brother committed a sex crime against a kid. Are you going to still support him? According to your answer, yes. Absolutely. Another one, yes, of course. If you got to ask, then you shouldn't be in a club. That's another one. John Wiley, damn sure straight. And I'm not calling anybody out on this, man. I'm just letting you see the type of answers to this article that we're getting here. Another one, F-X, dumb question. I guess it's a dumb question, because you're supposed to support them no matter what. Again, if you read the article, and you know what, I'll never be embarrassed in my, positions, because I'm just going to tell you straight out, I don't care who he is. I don't care what he wears, but when it comes to chromos and meth and heroin dealers, you can go take a ride off the freaking planet here, because you got nothing coming for me. I don't care if you were wearing a club patch of mine or nothing. You're nothing but trash, and you know what? Maybe you should take a 22 to yourself instead of letting somebody else having to do it. Anyway, people have decisions to make in their life, make bad decisions, get caught, suffer the consequences. Very good answer right there. Then another one is yes, for sure. Then we got somebody who probably read the article. No, shouldn't have to ask that if you are a true member. Really? Very interesting one there. Some funny mofos in here. Right or wrong, you support your brothers, then discuss it later at the clubhouse, period. Now, I wasn't talking about, hey, they went out in public and made themselves look stupid or started some crap that's going to come back on the club. No, the question was, do you have to support a club member if they go to prison? And I went on to say, well, depending on the crime. You know, because it's just common sense. You go into prison as a chromo, you are the lowest form of freaking life. So why would you, a street guy, why would you even support somebody that is convicted of being a chromo? Again, here's the answers. Yeah, you back them unless they stab you in the back blatantly or the club itself. All bets are off then. Very, very interesting. Unless they stab you in the back blatantly or the club itself. I would think, by those type of crimes that they're kind of, stabbing the club and you in the back. And then a funny one, you can drink your fruity drink instead and wear a pink tutu. Rock and roll. You gotta love the answers I get from some people. But anyway, I put back... Very interesting, seeing a lot of the responses talking about code, always stand with your brother, but here is the question. Something brought up in the article, which it is, you can read it at hooliganbiker.com. Will you stand behind your brother who is convicted of sex crimes such as child molestation? How about dealing in meth and heroin? Does the code and always standing behind your brother apply in those instances? Now, I'm waiting for people to come back and debate me on this question, and we don't have any takers thus far. Thus far, we don't have anybody who's taken me up on this. You probably got a lot of guys out there say, oh, crap, man, I should have read the article before, responded to this thing. But, of course, we know people don't read. The problem with people is when they get in this lifestyle, and I'm talking about the ones that just get in or only been in it a few years, they get this ideology in their head. I call it the fantasy. They want to be what they imagine the image to be. It's all about brotherhood. It's all about riding the motorcycle. But they don't look in that gray area where instances like this is outlandish if you think that's what people, who've been around the scene a while think. Hell no, we're not going to follow this supposed biker code when it comes to somebody getting convicted of, basically my opinions if they get convicted for those types of crimes. You got nothing coming from me, man. You won't even get a Christmas card in your commissary for me, man. It ain't happening because you're nothing but worthless. And you know what? You're not even a human being if you do something like that, especially at chromo crap. Ain't happening, man. It's also funny, and I'm going to bring Leo into this, and it's, again, I know, it's just, not every club member's bad, and then people throw in my face, well, you can't determine Leo on one freaking guy, okay, I'll give you that, whatever, but, they're usually freaking busted for sex crimes and stuff. It's just a subject that I cannot stand. That's why I think I support groups like Rebels, and then BACA and all the other organizations out there that try to protect kids, because I just think it is the worst crime known to man for something like that to happen. And with the biker code, because I know, hey, you always stand with your brother. Hell no, screw that code. Then I'm going to get people complaining, well, you said screw the code. Yeah, screw the code, man. Okay? I've been in this too long and been around too long on the streets to know the way human beings are. And I get a lot of flack because of that, but I think, the truth is that you got to stand on your own 2 feet, man. You can't go out there chasing a freaking fantasy or, chasing something that's been elusive since the beginning of this whole lifestyle, man. Yeah, it's romantic or whatever the hell it is to see, hey, brotherhood no matter what. No matter what. But is it brotherhood when one of these club members go out there, do something stupid, and bring the heat back on the club. Is that true brotherhood right there? And that's a debate question for you. I'd really like somebody to step up, give a good answer to that question. Is it brotherhood when one of the club members go out there, get busted, and then bring all the heat back on the club? You know, we can talk about the big dominants for one. They got guys out there all the time making, stupid stuff, and all of a sudden they're labeled as a criminal organization. So is that brotherhood? No, that's not brotherhood, because if they didn't do it, or if they cared about somebody other than themselves, they wouldn't have brought the heat on the club. So, that is kind of my answer to other questions surrounding this supposed biker code. See, you got to believe in yourself before you believe in some code or the way it should be, or this is the way it was supposed to be. No, believe in yourself, man. Don't get out there unhinged and, you know what, hey, I got a bunch of brothers, I'm going to throw on a leather vest and da-da-da. Get out of here with that, man. You know what's even funny, man? When I ride a bike, I just ride a t-shirt, man. I don't even put on a leather vest or any kind of vest with patches. I just get out there, ride, do my thing. And I think over the last, 27 years or whatever it has to be by now, is I only ride because I want to ride, and that's who I am, and that's what I believe in. I'm not going to do it because this is the way somebody says it should be, or the way people think it should be, or a code off the freaking internet. That's where it came from, is on the internet, them freaking biker code memes. So, that's just how I think of it that way, and you cannot be so blind to believe in something like that. Because if you're so blind that you believe that you gotta back your brothers no matter what, you're a moron. Because if some of these people actually read the article, they would have seen, hey, Chromos, no, I wouldn't support that. And if they do, then you know what? They need to be set back into that prison cell with them with a bullet in their head. That's anybody who supports that kind of stuff, whatever, man. But if they take it that deep where, hey, I'm going to just back him no matter what. Oh, he said it didn't happen, so I'm going to believe him. Yeah, okay. Did you listen to the evidence? And you did hear me say charged, convicted. That means found guilty for those that don't know, hook on phonics didn't work for him. And then sentenced. At that point, man, there's enough freaking evidence out there for you guys to be able to make your own decision if he's telling you the truth or not. But, 99.999% of the time, he did it. I'm just saying, he did it, okay? I will always take a word of a child over any adult out there because children are pure. And I think that's what kills me about these types of crimes is children are pure. There is no hostility in these kids, and all they are is looking forward to life. They have nothing but joy. Then you got some of these pricks that come along and take that from them. Take it from them. No way. That's why I say all them people, throw them in prison, let the boys handle them, and they'll take real good care of them. You know what I mean? Hopefully, their hole is about 10 feet deep by the time these people are done with them. Hopefully they pimp them out every second of their miserable lives for what they did to these kids. Unreal the way it is. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section of the show. What do you think, man? I presented, my feelings on the deal. I also let you see what others have to say. Yes, I got to deal with a lot of stupid stuff on a daily basis. But, again, put it in the comment section below and let's get a debate going. And you know what? Let's get Big Cell out there. Let's get Dibs out there. Let's see your opinions on this subject. It's a good subject that Black Dragon started out here. And I really think that different opinions, do good for everybody, man. So until next time, don't forget, hooliganbiker.com. That's where all my editorials are. I go on a bunch of subjects, as well as your daily biker news at harleyliberty.com. And of course, our show, Motorcycle Madhouse, on motorcyclemadhouse.com. Thanks for all your donation, guys. That stuff really helps. If you want to donate, you can at paypal.com. And, it's in the description box of the show notes where you can send it to, or Patreon, man. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one.